Today we're joined by another leader in the private sector helping to vaccinate people, and that's Amazon. My staff has had many conversations in various companies the last few days as part of our public-private partnership. So additionally, Amazon today is announcing they're establishing a pop-up clinic in Seattle this Sunday, pretty quick action, with the goal of administering 2,000 vaccines in the public at one event. This event will be eligible for anyone who is eligible for the vaccine. They're doing this in partnership with Virginia Mason, and we've got a couple folks talk about that today. So to start the discussion, we've got Amazon Senior Vice President of Global Corporate Affairs, Jay Carney, who had his day in the sun with the previous administration, and I know enjoyed the start of the Biden administration. Jay, thanks for joining us.
Governor Inslee, thank you so much. Yes, I certainly, at a personal level, deeply appreciated yesterday's events, and I'm glad to see President Biden taking action right away to address this terrible pandemic. I want to thank you, sir, for your efforts as governor through this incredibly challenging period. You mentioned we're at a somewhat infamous one-year anniversary. And of course, Washington State and the citizens of that great state were hit the soonest and the earliest, and you and your administration had to react fastest when COVID began to hit these shores in the United States. So I applaud you for your efforts, and we've been grateful for the collaboration we've had with you, sir, and with your team over these many months. You know, we're committed to help you, sir, and the state, because Washington is our home state. We were born there, and we are now the largest employer in Washington State, as you know. Speaking of President Biden, yesterday we sent a letter to the new president offering any assistance we could provide in his effort to vaccinate 100 million Americans in 100 days. We think we can leverage our operations, our information technology, our logistics, and communications capabilities in ways that could help with this effort, and we want to be a part of it in any way that we can. As part of working with you, sir, we're proud to be a charter member of the Vaccine Action Coordinating System, or VAX, which is newly established. And we're committed to helping you achieve your goal of vaccinating 445,000 Washingtonians per day, which is a great goal to have. We have some announcements, as you mentioned. First off is the partnership with Virginia Mason, which we're very grateful for. That's to establish a pop-up vaccine clinic this Sunday aimed at vaccinating 2,000 people. And second, we're committing one of our own executives to be on loan to your team, to your vaccine command center, so that we can leverage our expertise through that executive in your efforts going forward. And we're also, I want to say, ready to help administer vaccinations to our essential workers in Washington State. We have 20,000 of them who are on the front lines in our fulfillment centers. And that help we can provide administering those vaccinations will then free up resources for other efforts to move quickly on vaccinations. So at the appropriate time, we're ready to help there. We have, as part of that effort, agreed with a third-party occupational healthcare provider to administer vaccines at our facilities, just like we do with flu shots. So it's because we have such big, employee bases in these fulfillment centers, we can get a lot of vaccinations done very quickly, and we want to help in that effort. We will do that in coordination with our COVID-19 testing program, which I know we've discussed, and I think people are familiar with. But we established our own COVID-19 testing program at our fulfillment centers. It's now available at 650 sites across the United States, and we've already run over 1 million tests. And the truth is, COVID-19 has been a tragedy for the country, for the world, and for Washington, and it's disrupted the state's social, cultural, and economic life, and we're eager to help save lives here in our home state, to rebuild the economy with you, and to turn the page on COVID as quickly as we can. We look forward to working with you. We thank Virginia Mason for the partnership, and we'll continue to look for ways to help in any way we can.
Thank you, Jay. We know we're going to keep talking to you too. There's a lot more work to do, so we'll look forward to our next discussion. But thanks for pitching in right here at the beginning. Gary Kaplan, who's been such a successful leader, who's helped us in our state look at some lean management systems to improve quality. So he's a good guy to have on this team. Gary.
Well, thank you, Governor, and thank you, Jay. Let me just echo Jay Carney's comments. We are proud to be Washingtonian. We appreciate the perspective on how well we are doing, but it won't just continue to happen unless we all pitch in and do our parts. And so thanks for leading us, Governor, in the right direction. Virginia Mason and our CHI Franciscan, we are a new organization, Virginia Mason Franciscan Health. I'm a practicing internal medicine doctor and privileged to serve as co-CEO of our new organization. We've been actively involved since December vaccinating COVID-19 vaccinating patients to prevent COVID-19, 1A, those who are healthcare workers, high-risk individuals, and people living in congregate settings. And now that we've moved to 1B, we've really ramped up to vaccinate people in that 65 and over age group, as well as people 50 and over who meet the criteria for multi-generational households. We have vaccination clinics across the region, here in First Hill in our main campus, Virginia Mason Medical Center, Bainbridge Island, Bellevue, Federal Way, Linwood, and also across the South Sound through our legacy Franciscan sites. And we have been looking for opportunities to expand. You inspired us, Governor, when you challenged us on Sunday evening to go for 45,000 a day. We've been looking for the opportunities to make that a reality, and we're thrilled to have this opportunity in partnership with Amazon. So we're looking for a large-scale vaccination opportunity, and as Jay mentioned, our first will be this Sunday, January 24th, 8:30 to 4 p.m. at the large Amazon Meeting Center on 7th Avenue in the South Lake Union area. Amazon is making this very easy for us, generously providing us with the facility, handling all the setup, face coverings, wipes, signage, wayfinding, and even, and I know this sometimes concerns people coming into this downtown Seattle, free parking. There will be parking available with easy access to an elevator. You go up the elevator and you will...
Steve Bunin with you here watching together as Governor Inslee announces a partnership with Amazon to try to vaccinate 2,000 people in Seattle on Sunday at a pop-up clinic, partnering with Amazon and Virginia Mason to try to improve the rapidity, the speed of getting these vaccines into everybody's arms. We will continue to follow this obviously online and on TV, so make sure to be watching King 5 News at 4 today with Jessica and Greg as they cover this from top to bottom. I'm Steve Bunin. Thanks for watching. We now send you back to Dr. Phil.